Hello everyone. In the previous class, which was the third out of four classes for reported speech, we finished at this box or the sun rule, which explains the change in person pronouns. After that, we come to some other basic things about this topic. Note that the reporting verb said to is changed into told. When we have said to in the reporting verb, then in the reported speech we will not have it as said to itself. We will change it into told. Then there is another rule talking about the words showing nearness, which means that there are some words that we use in the direct speech and those words show the nearness of time or place. They are changed into words showing distance of both time and place. So, whatever is near in terms of time or in terms of place in the direct speech will be shown as being far in the indirect speech. Now, some examples for this are now changes into then, this into that, here into there, these into those, hence into thence, hither into thither, today into that day, tonight into that night, yesterday into the previous day, last night into the previous night, tomorrow into next day, thus into so, ago into before, and come into go. There may be some other examples which you will be doing when you do the exercise. Now, coming to the last topic, which will make this fourth class as the last class for direct indirect speech. We will see what are the changes for interrogative, exclamatory, and imperative statements or sentences in the direct and indirect speech in this video. So the first we will take up is interrogative sentences. Mark the changes in interrogative sentences. There are four changes that we have to primarily mark. The first one is the reporting verb said to is changed into asked or inquired. Now, when we are giving direct speech, we will keep it as said to somebody, inverted commas begin. But when we will make it into indirect, we will not change it to told here because it is interrogative, it's a question, it is being asked. So here we will change it to asked or inquired. Second is the interrogative form is changed into assertive sentence. Means when we are reporting a question, it no longer remains a question, but it has now gained the status of being a fact or a topic that has been talked about or inquired about. Hence, the interrogative form will be changed to assertive form. Third, the conjunction if or whether is used. If the interrogative sentence begins with a helping verb, as is, am, are, do, did, has, have, will, shall, can, may, etc. So there can be two types of interrogative statements we know. One is with helping verbs, one is with questioning words like why, when, what, where, whom. So when we have the question with helping verb, then the conjunction that we will be using to change it to indirect will be if or whether, as we used conjunction that in simple statements. Now, fourth rule under interrogative says no conjunction is used if the question begins with an interrogative word like what, where, when, why, whom, etc. So if we have questioning word in the direct speech, then in indirect speech we will directly say that speech as the reported speech without using any conjunction. Coming to imperative sentences. Let us mark the changes in imperative sentences. First one, the reporting verb said is changed into ordered, requested, suggested, advised, begged, proposed, etc. And these reporting verbs will be depending on the mood of the imperative statement. If there is an advice, use advised. If there is a suggestion, use suggested. If there is a request, use requested. If there is an order, then use ordered. Second rule is the imperative mood is changed into infinitive mood by placing to before the verb. With examples, it will be more clear, but see here, the imperative mood, the requesting mood, or the suggesting mood is no longer same. When we are changing it to indirect, now it will be infinitive. So we will use to before the verb. Third, in case of sentences beginning with let us, use the reporting verb proposed or suggested, followed by that and should. Because when we say let us, then we are suggesting or proposing something, and that will be followed by the conjunction that or should. Moving on to the changes in exclamatory statements. First one, the reporting verb is changed into exclaimed, cried out, prayed, etc. The second rule is the exclamatory form is changed into the assertive form. As per the previous, it's no longer exclamatory form now, it is assertive. Third, the sign of exclamation is replaced by a full stop. About the signs, in interrogative as well, the question mark sign will be removed and a full stop will be used. About these signs, we also studied in the very first class of direct and indirect speech. Now, with this, we complete chapter of direct and indirect speech in English grammar. We took enough examples for the simple statements, but we have not taken any examples for an interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory statements. So I would like you to see here. The first one is the example for exclamation. The second as well is for exclamation. The merchant said, comma, inverted commas began, alas, I am ruined, full stop, inverted commas close. The said reporting verb will change to exclaimed. Exclaimed, alas is here, so exclaimed sadly. Conjunction that. The merchant exclaimed sadly that he was ruined. I changed to he as per sun rule. Another example is, I said to her, may God bless you. Said to will be changed to prayed because here it's a prayer made. I prayed to God that he might bless her. Or another change can be, let she be blessed by God. Now, if we take the example of an interrogative statement, we have here, she said to me, have you done your work? Question mark. She asked me if I had done my work. She said to me, have you done your work? That is a question. So we will have the reporting verb changed to asked. She asked me. Now we are using if as the conjunction because it is beginning with a helping verb. If I had done my work. An example of imperative statement. My father said, take regular exercise. Now it's a suggestion from father. So my father suggested to take regular exercise. We can also have my father suggested to me to take regular exercise because it's understood that my father said to me. Me should be the object of the reporting verb. Now with that we complete the topic direct and indirect speech of English grammar. I'll be sending you the notes which I would like you to note down and go through to solve the exercises which will follow. I hope I was clear to you in these videos and I hope that you have understood thoroughly and you are going to really do well for the exercises or in the further exercises. Thank you.